Welcome to MMA Fancast. My name is Luke Payson. Welcome back for everyone who is already a subscriber to the channel. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe so you can see more great interviews, including the one coming at you right now. Welcome back to the show. Killer K, Kaelob Alger. Killer K, welcome
Thank,
to the show.
thank you for that introduction, brother.
Always great to have you on the show. I got to watch you fight a while ago. You have a fight coming up June 29th. So a couple weeks away. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, my next fight is at Cagezilla 79, June 29th, in Manassas, Virginia. It's my fifth fight for the promotion, and I've actually ran into some opponent problems. Yesterday morning, my original opponent fell out, so we ended up in a day finding a guy to step in on 2.5 weeks notice, and so we got a whole new fresh matchup. So it's going to be a fun one. I'm fighting Elliot Strickland at 125 pounds that night.
Hopefully, he's former UFC champ Sean Strickland's younger brother. Wouldn't that be the story? But no, that is fantastic. Congratulations
Yeah.
to you on obviously having that fight work, but a big shout out to your opponent. It's always a big deal in the amateur world and sometimes in the pro to be able to have fighters willing to jump in when fights fall through. What's your mindset coming in this fight? Do you feel like you've been growing skill wise between your fights?
Uh, yeah. So a big thing that people associated me with was the independent status. My first few fights, I got all the way to a title fight, being an independent fighter, which means you having no coach, no real home gym or team. And, I just kind of was doing my own thing. But I made the changes that I needed to make, and I went and found my head coach, Josh Hummer. And I train out of Tactical Combat Academy now, and he's done wonders for me. He's changed things a lot. I feel like he was definitely the missing piece in my game. He is good where I'm not, and he is smart enough to take what I'm good at and make me even better there. So I'm really excited. This will be our first fight together. I'm really excited to go out there and the guy that just stepped in on short notice, he's coming off of a win. Although it was a long time ago, the last guy he beat was from Tactical Combat Academy. So it'd be nice to kind of go get that one back in a way.
Sure, that would be great. I think it's
Yes, sir.
wonderful how far you made it as an independent fighter. It shows your motivation, your perseverance, your willingness to put the work in. And I think it's also great that you found tactical and you found a great head coach. I think you have to be willing to learn, but also willing to take desire, direction and have the desire to
Yes,
learn
sir.
and take direction from somebody else. If you don't want to give a prediction, what would be a reason why people should be watching Kate Zilla on the 29th? What's your prediction as far as what's going to happen?
Uh, you're the thing with me. Every single time I step out there, something special happens. I have a great tunnel vision, and just I'm able to put things into existence, create moments that people are like, wow, like that was fun. Like I was glad that I was able to see that, and I want to see that next time. I don't want to miss that. Um, that's what I bring every single time that I step into the cage. I put it all on the line. I don't I fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. I rarely say no to guys, and if I do, it's because I am not ready to go on my side. When I'm ready to go, I'll fight anybody and I'll get in anybody's face and try to put my style on them, make it work.
Well, how would you describe? I know that's your mindset. How would you describe your style without giving pointers to your opponent? Is it a striking heavy, a pushing forward heavy? Like, what would be your general style?
Sprawl and brawl, baby.
Brawl and
Sprawl and
brawl.
brawl. uh, Realistically, I'm a lot more of a technical fighter than most sprawl and brawl from fighters from back in the day. But man, the basis of it is really just that. I have great jujitsu, but that's often not where I look to finish the fight. Those finishes do fall in your hands sometimes. When you're on your back or you're on top of somebody, they're tired. Sometimes you can grab a submission victory up. That's never necessarily something I pay attention to, but never something that I avoid either. But I'm definitely a striker. I like to crack, and that's one of the things that people just don't like. They don't like fighting fighters like that, because we don't get paid here in the amateurs. Um, a lot of guys don't like taking damage, but I'm one of those guys that I'd rather go in there and take a little bit of damage in a minute rather than be in there 9 minutes and give this guy an opportunity to put me out of work or put me out of my career, what I want to do. So
Well, it's a great attitude to have. You're a very entertaining fighter. I like that prediction because it's more about your style, your personality. I think you're a fantastic fighter to watch. I wish you all the best skills. Obviously, a couple weeks out, it's going to be great. Hopefully, we can
yeah,
have you on after your fight. You get a big win, come back on the show, talk about what it was like. Having a
yes, sir.
corner, having a coach in your corner. Those type of things that you're not necessarily as used to. It's been a real pleasure having you on the show. A big thanks to you. You've been listening to Luke Bass of MMA Fancast with Killer K, Kaelob on the show. A big fight coming up June 29th for Cagezilla there in Manassas, Virginia. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day. Killer K, best skills to you.
Thanks for having me on, Luke. Have a nice day, man.
Anytime, brother. Come back on afterwards. Take care, brother.
See you soon.